Computer, open a subspace channel to Professor Mark Harrington.
Attention Professor Mark Harrington, we have delayed the transmission of Isochronal Bulletin 006 so we can share this message. We know you are skeptical of our intentions, and so we found another man of science, a holographic doctor from an organization called Star Trek Voyager, who also exists in 2022 despite originating in the 24th century. He currently portrays a human actor named Robert Picardo. He encourages you to trust that we are benevolent and to reduce your sodium intake.
Computer, open a subspace channel to Professor Mark Harrington on planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way galaxy, Alpha Quadrant, of course. You know the coordinates, computer. We've done this quite a number of times. Oh, and Professor Mark Harrington resides in the year 1899. I don't know what that is in star dates. Wait, 1890. Oh, no, belay that. He recently transported to the year 2022, so we will have to adjust our timeline somewhat in order to make direct subspace contact with, there he is, Professor Mark Harrington. May I call you Professor? You may call me Doctor. Well, you have to call me Doctor. I don't have a name, but I believe you may know that, because I understand you're a great fan of the historical documentaries, shall I say, based upon my crew and myself and our exploits in the 24th century, which somehow, mysteriously, you were able to access, or you have the capacity to access, on ancient technology platforms in the early 21st century. I've never really understood that particular temporal anomaly. But speaking of temporal anomalies, how did you manage to transport yourself from 1899? Apparently, you're somewhat old-fashioned, according to the Kairos Alliance. But the Kairos Alliance has a great deal of interest in you. Apparently, you've spent 3 years since arriving watching documentaries, perhaps such as the documentaries based upon the Federation starship Voyager. Well, you need to come and help the Kairos Alliance. That's what my message is to you. I don't quite understand what sort of aid they may need, but you also should limit your sodium intake. Well, that's something I can speak to. As a hologram, of course, I don't eat. I don't have the stomach for it. But I understand that sodium, too much sodium, especially for people that are sensitive to that, you have to watch that. And I want to also emphasize that you're apparently quite a benevolent individual. Well, I think that part is good. Lower your sodium, keep your benevolence up here. All right, is that clear? So in any case, you should consider the Kairos Alliance, which is a benevolent organization, is really, what's the word? It's quite well suited to your benevolence. In fact, perhaps that was the message they wanted me to. I was supposed to emphasize their benevolence. That's right. I'm sorry, this is new to me, speaking to people so out of time. But apparently they want me to emphasize that they are quite benevolent. And that apparently, if you were to join them, then you would be sharing in that benevolence. In any case, they wanted me to welcome you to the 21st century. This is coming from someone in the 24th century. It's all a bit confusing. But in any case, if you want to raise your benevolence, keep your sodium intake lower, then I would consider spending more time with the Kairos Alliance. Is that clear? It isn't clear to me, but it should be clear to you and should be clear to them. So they can explain it to you, and then you can explain it to me. All right? EMH. Out.
Doctor, also known as Robert Picardo, as a token of our appreciation, we are pleased to announce your establishment as a constant member of the Kairos Alliance. Thank you.